You can start now. You
Good
can
morning,
start.
everyone. We are Team GANDIVA Racing. Myself, Sharan, and my friend Vivian is here to present the cost report for the GKDC 11th season of GKDC 2024. Here we go. So we are basically a go-kart team, electric racing team. As we are from the electrical department, we wanted to make sure that electric go-karts gain popularity in the upcoming years. So we wanted to make a name. So we are going to participate in the electric category for the 11th GKDC. And our team consists of 26 members from electrical and electronics engineering from the Sri Krishna College of Engineering and Technology. So here we'll be presenting a cost report for the manufacturing of a go-kart, which is shown in this figure.
Basically, we have split the cost, which we split for a cart into three parts, which is the material cost and the tooling cost and the process cost. In the material cost, we included all the raw material costs which we used for the fabrication of a go-kart. And next is the tooling cost. We include the cost of the maintenance and tools which we used for fabricating our cart from scratch, like the tools we used for welding, cutting, drilling, and etc. And next is the process cost. And for the process cost, which involves the cost which can turn the raw material into the finished product, like all the process costs, like from the scratch to the finished product used.
So breaking down the material cost, so we are using basically 8 materials for fabrication of the cart. The primary chase is manufactured using ASI 430 pipe, which costs around 737.10 per meter, and mild steel for other mounts and other things, which costs around 85 per kilogram, including the GST. And EN8 we are used for the manufacture of the axle, which costs around 78 per kilogram. And glass fiber and general purpose resin for the manufacturing of the body works. The glass fiber costs around 95 per kilogram, and the general purpose resin costs around 135 per kilogram. And PLA for the 3D printing, which costs around 1000 per kilogram. And aluminum for the sheet metal for the bending of aesthetics and chain guard and other stuff, it costs around 315 per kilogram. And finally, acrylic sheets for the steering and other stuff, which costs around 50 per kilogram. This is the breakdown of our material cost.
So next is the process cost for our process. We have used these several processes like cutting, drilling, sheet bending, slotting, and threading for the go-kart, and cutting costs around 16 rupees per cut, drilling costs around 10 rupees per hole, and the sheet bending we are used for bedding of our um, go-kart body works, which costs around 10 rupees per bun, and we have used slotting purpose for the slotting in our axle, which cost us around 50 rupees per inch, and threading for our go-kart axle, which cost us 100 rupees per hour, and we also 3D printed our steering, which costed 150 rupees per hour, and laser cut for several parts, which costed 2300 per hour, and pipe bending for the primary chase as well as the secondary members, which costed around 120 rupees per bend. And we also consider the building cost, which is a major process for building the chassis. We have fabricated from scratch, so it costed like 10 rupees per weld, and the sprocket done, which costed 20 rupees per hole.
So here's the overall breakdown of a cost. We have divided the cost of a cart into 6 basic departments, and other than that, there's a fit and finish department, which is not included in this because these are the major cost for the manufacturing of the go-kart. The frame and body alone costs around 17,124. The steering system costs around 5,280.5 rupees. Wheel assembly costs about 15,435. With brake and bodyworks includes 7,450 and 2,561 respectively. And the powertrain, as we said, we are electrical vehicle. We are participating in the electric category. Our powertrain and electrical mostly consist of electrical components, the battery and the motor, which costs around 3,12,681 rupees.
The first system we are going to discuss about is the chassis component. The frame alone costs around 7,914, including the raw material. The front body mount, which costs around 281, and all the mounts which are mentioned cost is 7 rupees. And mainly the motor mount costed us around 12,000, sorry, 1,200. And in the chassis, we have also included all the mounts which we require for our kart, like the steering column mount, the step axle mount, and the driver seat mount, wire firewall mount, fire extinguisher mount, and in the drive shaft mount, the brake caliper mount, as well as the bot switch mount. And we also consider the mountings for body works, which we use as front bumper, side bumper, and air bumper, and finally the seat mount. So basically, this is the process split up which costed around raw materials. We have used ASI 4130. We have analyzed all the materials like ASI 1018 and 1020, and we selected ASI 4130 due to its high strength to weight ratio. And for the primary chase, we have used 3 pipes. Each pipe is of length 3 meter. Cost of one pipe per meter is around 737.10 rupees, and the total cost for the primary chase for 3 pipes is around 6,634 as mentioned. And the process cost, which we have used bending for the primary chase, we have 8 bends which costed around 960, like 120 per bend. So 8 bends is costing around 960 rupees, and the labor cost to 200, and consumables we have considered for 100. And we also consider the electricity bill by calculating the total watt hour and total price as per our government. And next is fasteners. Since we must not use any fasteners for the primary chase, it's nil. And tooling cost we have considered 74. Like we have used several tools for fabricating our chassis frame, starting off from the drill machine and cutting machine, etc. The total cost for the chassis frame is 7,914 as mentioned here.
As he said, the chassis is completely manufactured in-house, and it does not have any bot works. The next system is the steering system. The steering wheel, which costs around 892 rupees, and we have added a quick release sub of for rupees 2008, and the steering column costs around 76 rupees. The support for the steering column costs around 190 rupees, and the bearing steering column pivot costs around 30, and the steering column pivot costs around 202 rupees. Then the tripod for the junction of the tie rod costs around 65 rupees, and the tie rod costs around 144 for both the tie rods, and the rod ends cost around 500 rupees, and the positive stop cost around 26 rupees, each 13 rupees, and the hub for the steering base is rupees 52, and the steering support cover is 650. The steering wheel support is 470. The reason we have gone for a quick release hub is that is the learning from the last event. We felt difficulty during the disassemble and other rounds, so that we have gone for the quick release hub, which will be helpful during that round. And it is also efficient in terms of driving, so we have gone for the steering wheel quick release hub. So here's the material breakdown of the steering wheel. Basically, we have used 2 materials for the manufacturing of the steering wheel. The first is the acrylic sheet and the MS plate as a base. The acrylic sheet, what we have bought is the 15-inch into 10-inch sheet, and we have given for laser cutting. The raw material costs around 320 rupees, and the MS plate costs around 14 rupees. As I said earlier, it costs 85 per kilogram. The total cost weight is 150 grams, so the cost is 14 rupees. The total raw material cost is 334 rupees. The labor cost, the process cost includes laser cut costs around 2,300 per hour. So we have manufactured it for 7 minutes, which costs around 266 rupees. And the laser cut for the MS plate, which is of 1 mm thickness, costs around 145 rupees for 3 minutes. And the labor costs around 90 rupees, and the total of 500. And fasteners we have used for M6 bolt 60 mm in length. Each fastener costs around 3.25 rupees. The lockness costs around 1.5, and the washer costs around 1.5. So there are 4 fasteners used to connect the steering to the hub. So the total cost of the fasteners is 28 rupees. The total cost of the steering system alone is 892 rupees.
The next subsystem is braking system. The master cylinder, which costed us around 1,250, The brake pedals we have manufactured in-house, so it costed 84. The split up is given in the next slide. And the fluid brake fluid line costed, we have used two fluid lines. It costed 1055 for both. And two calipers, we have used it for double calipers or double disc braking system. It costed around 2000 for the calipers. And we have used a rotor disc, which is of 170 millimeter in the 3 mm thickness. We have calculated and we bought it from OEM market, which costed around 1915 rupees. And the rotor hub, which we used two rotor hub for connecting the disc with axle, which costed around 720 rupees.
So just a minute, sir. Our presenting device has been disconnected. Just a minute, sir.
So kindly wait a minute, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience. Is your presentation visible, sir?
Yes, visible.
Okay, sir. So this is the wheel assembly part. Sharon will explain, sir.
The wheel assembly consists mostly of bought parts. The wheel costs around 6,500 rupees, and the tire costs around 7,000 rupees. The back tires cost each 2,000, and the front tires cost each 1,500 rupees. So the total cost for the wheels and tires is around 13,500. And the stub axle mount, the stub axle is manufactured in house, which costs around 602.5 for each stub axle. And the wheel hub is a bought part, which costs around 360 per hub. So here is the breakdown of the stub axle. The raw material used is MS plate, which costs 150 rupees, including that a solid pipe and two solid pipes and a metal plate for the drilling the holes, which costs around 150. The weight around 1.6 kilograms. The total raw material cost is 150 rupees, and the process cost is laser cut, which costs around 500 rupees, which includes the labor charge and electricity charge. And the fasteners we have used for the mounting is at M10 100 mm bolts. The fastener costs around 25 rupees, as we have used two fasteners. And the lock nut cost is each 2.5 rupees for M10 lock nut. And totally we have used two fasteners for the left and the right stub axle, which costs around 55 rupees. The total cost for the steering, the stub axle is 892.
The next system is powertrain and drivetrain system, sir. The drivetrain consists of two sprockets, which one is the driven and driver sprocket, which cost around 702 and 377 for the driver sprocket and 700 for the driven sprocket. We have gone for a 10B chain, which costed 1846 for our requirement. For the requirement is around 1.2 meters in exact, and we have used two keys for the sprocket, which is basically costing around 30 per piece. We have used two piece since it cost 60 rupees. And the drive shaft, we have bought a EN8 material, and we have implemented drilling and knurling processes for making it as a drive shaft. It costs around 1115 for both, including the process as well as the raw material cost. And we also manufactured the chain guard by using our bodywork material, which is fiberglass. That process and raw material costed around 89 for this. Next is the powertrain system. Our tractive system battery is 60 volt and 148 Ah battery, which is costing us around 195,880, 1,95,880. Next is the PMSM motor, 43,950. And next is the controller for the PMSM motor, which costed 29,248. And we have got the throttler from OEM, which costed 750. And the other components of the electrical and drivetrain includes MCCB, fuse, contactor, and buck for the secondary circuit, and also the TSA lights, brake lights, as well as the switches we used in the steering, as well as the master disconnect switch, which costed us around 37,564.
This is the breakdown of the drive shaft. So as we said, the raw material we use the CN8 material, which costs around 550. The raw material weight is 7 kilograms, and it is after ISNEE cost. It is around 6 kilograms right now. The total cost for the raw material is 150 rupees, and the process cost, there are 5 slots. The length of each slot is 2 inches. 2 for the wheel hub, 2 for the brake disc. As we said, we are going for a double disc, and 1 for the sprocket. The length of each slot is 2 inches, and the cost of manufacturing the slot is that rupees 50 per inch. So totally there are five slots. 5 slots, which cost around 500 rupees, and the threading 1.10 at each end will cost around 35 rupees, and the grind is around 30 rupees. The total cost is 565, and the total cost for this machining part is around 1,115. So the others include the paint, fit and finish, which costs around 1,250. The floor sheet aluminum 2 mm thickness costs around 2,160. 20.6. The sticker, which includes the card sticker for the roll-up and for the designing of the aesthetics, cost around 2,665 rupees. The firewall costs around 2,067 rupees, which is aluminum of 2 mm thickness, and the fire extinguisher one cost around almost 700 rupees. So totally, the 2 fire extinguishers 1 kg ABC type cost around 1,536. So the total cost for the making of a go-kart is 2,72,143 rupees. This is the split up of the total cost. Most of the cost is occupied by the powertrain and electrical, as this is a electric vehicle. So thank you, sir. That's all about the presentation.
Please present your cost report that you have submitted. Okay, go to frame and body. And explain the costs associated with the part number CFB100, which happens to be your frame.
The raw material, the process used for this is cutting, bending, and welding. So as I said earlier, the raw material costs around 6,634 rupees. We have used 3 pipes for the manufacturing of the main frame. So each per meter, the pipe cost is 737.10, which is an ASA 4130 material. The total raw material cost is 6,634 rupees, and the process cost, totally we have 8 banks in the primary chase. Each bank cost rupees 120 rupees, and the labor cost include 200 rupees. And the consumables for this is 100 rupees, and the electricity charge is almost 6 rupees for an entire hour. So we have used the entire hour for this. So which includes 200, 100 plus 6 and 960, which costs around 1,206. And the tooling cost, which includes we have used 2 cutting wheels, a grinding wheel for the manufacturing of the cart, which costs around 45 rupees, and 3 filler rocks, which cost around the kg cost around 200 rupees. So each there are 27 filler rocks in a kilogram. So we have used almost 3 filler rocks for the manufacturing, which totally cost around 33 rupees. The total cost for the tooling cost is 74 rupees. As we said, there are no fasteners involved in this. So the total cost is that sum of the process cost for material fastener and the tooling cost is 7,914 rupees. The quantity is 1, so the total cost will be 7,914 rupees.
Okay, so you mean to say you have used 3 filler rods only in the entire chassis, in entire frame?
Sir, there are basically like 8 joints in that, sir. As we gone for like mostly pipe bending, as you can see, like only
Only
the
8
front part.
weldments are there? Can you zoom in a
Sir,
little?
sir, this includes side members and bumpers also, sir. The primary chase
Only
includes
8 weldments are there?
No, sir. Actually, the primary chase consists of only 8 welds, sir.
No, we are talking about the design that you have shown over here. This is your frame, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many weldments are there here?
So actually, there are totally 28 weldments here, sir.
So how can you coast
For
it
the
for 8
primary
weldments?
chase, no, sir. For the primary frame, we have mentioned it as 8 welds, and for 8 welds, we have used for 3 filler rods, sir.
What is the total consumption of filler rods in this entire frame, which you are showing over here as FB 100?
Yes, sir.
How
So the
many?
total filler rod consumption is 24 filler rods, sir.
So this is, we are calculating for FB 100, right?
Yes, sir.
So why are you naming it 3 filler rods, and why are you including the cost of these 3 only?
So actually, I mentioned as 3 filler rod boxes, sir.
Okay, 3 boxes you are saying. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So what is the total cost of these 3 boxes?
Wait a minute, sir.
so each cost around like 200 rupees, sir.
You have used metal arc welding, right? Arc welding you have
Yes,
used.
sir. We have gone for TIG welding, sir.
TIG welding. So
Yes, sir.
this is the filler material that you are using, right? The wire.
Yes,
Or
sir. Yes, sir.
what is the grade of this wire, filler material?
So we have gone for normal MS material, sir.
And what is the grade of your chassis tubes?
Sorry, sir.
The grade of your chassis pipe.
Chassis pipes of ASI 4130, sir.
So are you sure that normal MS will join this and the
Yes, sir.
strength of
Grade
the
2.
weldment will be good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How can you say this?
We basic we basically asked the retailers about this, sir.
And
They
you
suggested
relied
us
on
to go
his
for
words.
grade 2.
You asked, then
No,
you
sir. We
relied
are,
on
no,
his words. Did you check?
no,
Did
sir.
you
We
check
also
after welding? Did you do any weldment test?
So actually, we manufacture a Go Kart last year, sir. So it is also of the same material, and we use the same material. So
Okay,
we
fine.
have been
Let's say
like
that
testing
this
it.
is same material also. Then one box is costing you approximately 200, right? You are saying.
Yes, sir.
And you have consumed 3 boxes. You are saying, right?
Yes, sir.
So how come this tooling cost is only 74 rupees?
Sir, I said for it is for only for the mainframe, sir.
What
Mainframe which
is
costs around
what is main frame and what is FB100? Can you differentiate?